Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Red Elevator. I'm Nina Takesh, and today we have stepped out of the red elevator because we're going to bring you, finally, after so much time and hype and work, my brand new flip project. This house is perfection. You don't want to miss it. Follow me. So we're going to take a minute to show you what this house really looked like. You're really not going to appreciate what the upgrades are unless you saw this house prior to us getting our hands on this new project. So as you can see from these videos and these photos, the house was very dated. It was a house that hadn't been touched, I believe, since the 70s, and the people who lived here really had just let it go, which happens. And what we loved about it wasn't, of course, what you see in these photos, but the potential that this house had due to the fact that it is almost 3,300 square feet on a single story flat lot. As you can see, the entrance was very old. It had low ceilings. There was a closet in the entrance. It didn't have grand openings into the dining room or into the formal living room or to the den. The kitchen was extremely outdated. All the windows were very, very old. These old aluminum windows that barely even worked. The house was quite dark because of the fact that the windows were small and no one had really thought about bringing in more natural light. And of course, we looked and worked hard to do that. So what we did is we literally gutted this house and absolutely everything was renovated from scratch. One of the things that was really important to me, and you guys know how much I appreciate a foyer and how important it is, no matter the size of the house. This is really large at 3,300 square feet, and it had a little entrance, but the entrance felt really claustrophobic. And luckily, we had enough space above where we were able to push the ceiling up. And we didn't just push it up haphazardly. We studied the lines of the house, and I came up with this sort of geometric pattern that mimicked a pattern that already existed in one of the ceilings in one of the rooms. And so you don't want to start having different patterns and different shapes all over the house. You have to pick something and stick with it. And so this shape already existed in the house. We decided to go as tall as we possibly could and really create a gorgeous foyer. This is very roomy. You can walk around the table. You can invite your guests in and really have a beautiful entrance foyer. We definitely spared no expenses and made sure that we have the absolute best home system. This is a very smart home with Crestron. It actually also is integrated into your phone, and then you can control everything from your lighting, your music, your security system, your pool, and anything you want with the touch of a button. Welcome to the formal living room. This house, I would say, is more of a transitional house, and the way that I define that is the house itself was mid-century. We kept, of course, the carcass the same. And so I believe that in design, you want to stay with true classical architecture, which is what this house is. It's very classic. And what we did was we designed it with classic features, such as our white oak herringbone floors. That's something that you'll find time and time again in history for decades upon decades, even centuries. So that's something that is never going to go out of style. And we have, for instance, the casing around our doors. We have solid core doors. We've got blocks at the bottom of our doors. So the architecture, the paneling, everything is truly historically accurate. And then the furniture that we've put in is mid-century. It's a little bit more on the modern side, and that's why I would call this more of a classic transitional home. I'd like to take a quick moment to acknowledge the fact that these windows, these doors are all from Pinky's Iron Doors. We're going to list all of the vendors that we worked with on this project in the description section. Pinky's is phenomenal because they have iron doors that are gorgeous. So you don't ever have to upkeep or maintain these doors. They're made of iron. They're never going to warp. They're never going to really need to be painted again. So this is a great upgrade that we did. And of course, the entire house is outfitted thanks to Circa Lighting. So Circa is my go-to vendor when when we design new homes or when we have new projects. Even in my own home, I love Circa Lighting because of their enormous selection. And all the lights that are in this house will also be linked in the description section so you guys can purchase them too for your home. I am obsessed with the pieces that I selected from Vesta Home Staging Company for this house. We meticulously picked every piece that we loved and created sitting areas and staged the whole house. It's really important when selling a house to stage it so that someone who's interested in buying it can visualize themselves living here. Looking at empty rooms is never a good idea. So we've got this beautiful mid-century curved sofa. It's a kidney sofa with its own little kidney stool. And I love creating a circle in this room because of the fact that it has a great view. It's open to the fireplace. It's open. Every room in this house has a gorgeous little peekaboo into a beautiful moment. So this genre chair I love, and it looks great in this room. It's very comfortable. Someone could sit here for hours. They have a view of our backyard. They have the view of our gorgeous fireplace, which I'll talk about how I came up with that design. And if you are a musician, why not play the piano? This room is very large and could definitely accommodate a beautiful grand piano. One of my favorite moments in this house has to be this gorgeous Calacatta fireplace. These are Italian slabs of marble. We spared no expense. These are the best of the best that there is. And what we did was we wrapped the marble on the inside. We have probably a 5 to 6 inch border on the inside so that it looks like it just seamlessly belongs here, although it's new. And then we created this gorgeous little wave here to bring in some of the arches that you see in this house. We created a lot of arches that didn't exist. This house only had square edges and we wanted to soften it up. So luckily we drew everything in CAD and we looked at it from different angles before we went to construction, which allowed us to see all these beautiful arches. So you're going to see this theme repeated throughout the house. The powder room didn't exist in this house. This was actually part of a closet. We decided to carve it out as small as it is because it's just very important to have a powder room accessible to guests that come to the home. And we use a beautiful slab of onyx that is transparent, translucent, again, a very expensive material. And of course, we have our Circa pendant to the left of the integrated sink to give it a little bit of that designer touch. Our Jack and Jill bedrooms are really fun. They are the perfect size. We put queen beds in here so that anyone that's interested in buying this house can envision themselves in here. Again, we outfitted this room with very natural feeling materials. We've got linens that are very comfortable, headboards. We've got these beautiful alpaca blankets. We've got nightstands that are made of a natural wood material with raffia, a little bit of sisal. Everything has sort of a natural vibe to it because of the fact that we wanted to make this home feel comfortable. This was not a Jack and Jill bathroom. This bathroom was accessible from the hallway. We found that to be very awkward so that there isn't an ensuite situation. So we opened it up to both bedrooms so that both bedrooms had access to an ensuite. We have a double sink. We only used marble in this project. We have no faux anything, no faux porcelains, no man-made materials. We wanted to use real materials so that we could create a more high-end home and also be able to carve out edges. We put oval black mirrors. We matched it back with Jason Wu hardware here for our sink fixtures. We have really fun hardware on the cabinets that mimic sort of the textures that are in this bathroom. And we have a tub shower. The second guest room or bedroom also has the same style. We have our linen bed. We've got cozy throws. We've got beautiful pillows that are soft. We've got wood nightstands and mid-century lighting in here. And what was really interesting that we did that a lot of people might find useful is that these were those terrible glass sliding closets that nobody likes. So we popped those out and instead we created these built-ins. It's very easy to do because there's not a lot of construction needed. You just have to frame around and sometimes you don't even need to frame and you just pop in these beautiful closets that make it look very much updated. The primary bedroom is a very special room. It's quite large. We decided immediately that what we wanted to do was have pendant lights. I love having pendant lights above the nightstands because it frees the space so that you can have, you know, whatever it is that you need without having a cumbersome lamp on top of a nightstand. So I love these. These again are Circa Lighting. They will be in the description section because the amount of people that have seen these in the house and wanted them is extraordinary. So we will have all of the lights linked in the description section. So here we have, again, a very low, very clean linen bed. We've got this very fun leather bench that sits at the bottom of the bed. And we honestly have quite a bit of room in this space, which we really enjoyed. And this was actually a very dark room because it didn't have these French doors. Of course, this is Pinky's, our favorite company that makes iron doors. And this had 2 small windows and bookcases. And in fact, the dirt on the exterior was covering half of these windows. So this room was terribly dark, as you saw in the beginning, and just didn't give justice to the beauty of what this room could be. So we really opened it up. One of the most important elements in a new home, whether it's new construction or remodel, is the closet. The primary closet sells the home. If you are buying a place that you are flipping, if you don't consider the closet, you will definitely lose a lot of money. This closet was half the size. We pushed into the bedroom to the left, so it was not difficult to do. The bedroom to the left was a little bit, you know, too large. We had a bunch of garbage, you know, to the beginning of the closet. There was like a sitting area, which of course we eliminated, and we decided to create a very large master closet. Because we have white oak floors, we decided to match it back to the closet. So again, white oak everywhere to keep it seamless, to keep it clean, and to also give it a more expansive feeling and vibe. Welcome to the primary bathroom. This room is exceedingly special. If Marilyn Monroe were alive, I know she would approve of this beautiful bathroom because of the fact that it feels warm, it feels comfortable, it has everything that you would need, and the sizing is perfect. You've got a full-size bathtub. We've got a oversized shower. Our fixtures are in a luxe gold finish by Brizzo, which is nice. Our sconces are Circa Lighting. Again, Circa Lighting has the best selection of sconces, of pendants, of lights. So we really had fun selecting all of our fixtures for this house. We've got a special little water closet here with its own pocket door, which is very nice for a his and hers, or her and her, or his and his bathroom, because you could have a moment of privacy, but be able to share the bathroom together as well. And a beautiful window inside the water closet. We added that window, and this was actually, this triangle, believe it or not, was the shower. And it was very awkward, tiny little shower. And so we turned it into the water closet. And then we put the shower on the opposite end. We're able to really reconfigure this bathroom in a way that makes it much more useful and much more feng shui. The bun feet that we put on this particular vanity is really fun. They're like little round feet. And again, everything is touch latch. We've got the beautiful Nina Moulding. These are specific moldings that I designed with my own blade. And we apply them, of course, in the kitchen, and we've applied them into the bathroom. And I just love carrying in the beautiful stone that's here, which is very warm. And it's also picked up, of course, on the countertop. What I did want to point out, which is different, that you probably haven't seen, and it's something that I came up with basically on the spot, is having a curved shower glass. Why? Again, an ode to the curve. We have some curve openings, as you guys have seen throughout the house, and it just made sense to have a little bit of fun and a little bit of curved glass here. I always like to do half shower glass doors. Why? A, it's less cleaning. B, chances are you're not really getting water past this point anyway, and there's no reason to feel enclosed in a shower unless you want a steam shower, which many people don't. So in this case, we have our beautiful slabs that we matched back, we book matched, and then of course we made sure that all of our hardware, in this case, matches. We've got the same sort of that luxe, sort of that more of a patinaed gold. It's not your bright brass, it's just an older aged gold on the beautiful fixtures. It's always nice to have a linear drain. The linear drain is critical because it's just clean, easy to maintain. You just pop it open and you can clean it. And I always like to have a handheld in a primary shower. Having a handheld in addition to the shower head, I always tell my clients, is a big bonus, and you will find that you use it all the time. This is a very useful item. I always recommend that you have them along with your shampoo niche. That's done beautifully. You want to style it beautifully. So this is essentially what we did in this gorgeous primary bathroom. There's so much to talk about. There's so much left to show you. I'm so excited. We couldn't possibly do this in one video. So next week, we're going to show you the rest of the house. You do not want to miss this. It is phenomenal, and I can't wait to share it with you. So thank you for joining me on this episode. If you enjoyed coming along for the ride in my flip project or client projects, let me know below. I can't wait to see you guys again next week and show you the rest. You don't want to miss it. Ring the bell, you guys. If you ring the bell, you'll get alerted so you don't miss this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you again next week on the Red Elevator.